Hi, today I'm going to talk you through our question bank and some of the features of it. So you will see here that I am sat on Aston Preclinical Year 1. However, our question banks are specific for your school and your school year. So you will find that we will have a question bank specifically for the curriculum at your university. This dashboard here shows you your daily streak, your heat map of the last 120 days. You can get to a quick daily flashcards if you want to hit 20 flashcards in a day just to up your revision, and a quick star questions and answers. So if you think I'm really busy with lectures today, I've got a lot on, but I still want to get that revision in, you can click quick answer questions and it will just bring you up 20 random questions from the whole, all of the subjects and the topics that you would be covering, and you would just do those at random. And that really helps when it comes to this heat map and making sure that you're hitting that revision target every single day. At the bottom, you will see that it's got a completion percentage, questions attempted and correct answers, and obviously the total amount of questions that are in the question bank as well. So here we've got 5,114. And down the side, you've got your question bank and your flashcards. So if we come off the dashboard and go onto the question bank, you can see here that it is split out into different teaching periods. This one here is split into different topics and then split down even further. You have again got the overview at the top, and it gives you your average response time for the questions. And on the right hand side, you have also got prepare for your exams. So what we have done is taken the topics that are covered in each exam and popped them into a preloaded examination so that you can type in, okay, I know I've got 60 minutes for this exam and I'm likely to be asked 30 questions. You can make it adaptive, so if you get things right, you can basically get asked harder questions on that subject, and you can do this in practice mode or test mode. The difference between that is that the practice mode basically allows you to see if you've got something correct or incorrect straight away, whereas the test mode, it won't show you until the very end. You could also just do it by clicking on a particular topic and say start session. You don't have to have a time limit in, you can leave it blank. I'm going to leave it on adaptive and I'm going to leave it on practice mode. Save and continue, and that will start the questions. So this is a question here. These are your answers. It's multiple choice. You click whichever one you think, and this will tell you what percentage of users pick the same question as you, what percentage chose the correct answer, and it gives you a reason as to why the correct answer is correct. Based on some of the feedback that we had, we were asked, can we get a description as to why the answer I chose was wrong? You can actually do this here by pressing Ask AI. And then AI will bring up the reason as to why your answer was wrong, and again, why the answer that was correct is correct. So again, just to kind of show you how it works, it gives you the correct one. You can add a note. So if you realise that you're getting something wrong, or if you've learned anything as you're doing it, you can add your notes on there. And especially for ones that you get incorrect, you can add a flashcard directly up at the top. So if I've just pressed add flashcard, do another one, add flashcard, and then obviously if I got to the end of the session, or I end the session myself, takes you to an overview and you can see everything again. So this is how it would actually look within the test mode. So you don't see this bit as you're working your way through, but you would see that at the very end. And again, if you forgot to add a flashcard at any point, you can add it at the end as well. So if I move on to flashcards now, you can see here I have actually got flashcards within this one. Put start session. That will then bring up the flashcards that I have saved. And you can select whether it's easy for you, if it's hard, if it's you need to kind of see something again. Move on to the next one, and you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard and the space bar to turn that around, so you're not having to click all of the time as well. Along with creating the flashcards from the exams and the questions that you do, you can actually create your own by uploading them here. And you can upload a document, you can add notes, so you might upload your lecture notes and get this to turn them into flashcards for you to help you with your revision. And these are the main features of the question bank here at Medibook.